What's up, y'all? It's Benjamin Bevilacqua. I'm back again with a little something that how I, cut my patterns, how I store my patterns, how I preserve the originals for future cuts of my pattern pieces, for future use. Because obviously, over time, rotary cutters gonna ding stuff up. You're gonna get crooked lines. It's gonna happen. So I preserve my paper cutouts of the original print and transfer them over to a clear plastic because I fussy cut everything. And so I just want to share this process with you. And it's cheap, it's super easy, it's a little time consuming, but for the money you're gonna save by not buying acrylic patterns and this and that, I think it's worth the effort, the time that you put into it. I mean, everything's worth the time you put into it, right? I mean, that's what we do as creators. We put in time into everything we do. That's how we do it. So yeah, so we're gonna go over this system that I use. I love it. I know there's some people out there that do it too, because when I brought this up to some of the groups I'm in, they even got cooler ideas. Well, not cool, not necessarily cooler, but kind of the same situation, but they like hole punch these things and put them in binders. And yeah, I don't do all that, but it's cool. I mean, if you want to hole punch this and put them in a 3-ring binder, awesome, do that. That's fantastic. I sometimes will, well, I haven't yet, but I was considering, like, these things come in, I think, 4 colors. So I considered putting the designer in a certain color and keep all their patterns in a certain color. But, I've really only been using backstock designs right now. I have a ton printed out. But I've only been using backstock designs so far. Tonight I was originally going to cut out Oro Rosa pattern, the Estrella bag, but I shot the whole video and didn't look at her instructions, and it says absolutely no photography of her patterns, even though I put down a cardboard over my cutting mat so you can't see any grid patterns or measurements or nothing like that. Out of respect, I'm not going to share that video. I'm just going to kind of wing it after I did all that work, but it's all good. I respect the designers. I'm grateful for them. They really offer us a fantastic product for very cheap, and for people to try to steal that is just ridiculous to me. For $7, $8, I mean, come on, man. They're giving you the rights to their pattern, to sell them, to make them. Like, come on, you gotta steal a pattern for $8. Like, come on. But anyways, this is my process. Namrata, I've actually reached out to her from Backstock Designs, permission to sew out her bags. Obviously not showing pattern pieces on measurements and stuff. So I will do this with her stuff on this cardboard, and everything's going to be in reverse, so you're not going to really be able to get measurements. I mean, if you're really going to pause the video to read some sloppy writing on some plastic for a free pattern, I'm sorry. It's free, y'all. It's free. So don't steal the pattern. Just go log in, sign up, order it for free. For free, y'all. Yeah, you might have to put in your email or something so she collects some data on you. Who cares? Who cares? Like, it's free, y'all. Like, respect the designers. That's all. It's just a courtesy. So yeah, let's get into this. It's gonna be fast. This intro is like longer than this is gonna be. So let's do it. All right, cue intro. Let's roll. I ain't got no intro, y'all. All right, let's go. Okay, guys, here we go. This is how I do my pattern cutting and how I make my pattern sustainable for a number of uses and keep it kind of organized and stored nicely. And I want to share that with you real quick. So obviously, first of all, you would print your pattern or print your instructions and your pattern and whatnot. So obviously you do that. Got that. Check. It's printed. All right. So once you print your pattern, now you have your pieces. All right. What you're going to do is you're going to double 2-inch tape. I used a heavy duty, so it's thick. You could also laminate, but you'll waste a lot of lamination because you got to laminate the whole sheet. This you can kind of just tape over what you want. You always want to tape front and back side. All right, both sides. You want it nice and solid. Like, that's pretty solid. Like, honestly, it's like really solid. So do that. Then you're going to cut out your pattern pieces, okay? And if there's anything that says fold, I always cut another one, and like this was a fold. This was or a connect A and A, or you know, I don't know if there's any folds in this pattern. Some patterns have folds, but like this would have been a fold probably, you know, on some other patterns if it didn't fit all on one page, which this did not. This piece was on with another piece, but there's a right and a left. So so all right, so it's all taped together. So that's a full piece, and these are all, everything that's supposed to be together is together, taped. All right, so you're gonna save these. You're still gonna use these, but what you're gonna do is you're gonna take these pieces once you made them nice and gonna last for a long time. You're gonna go to the Dollar Tree, and you're gonna buy these clear chopping mats. You get 2 of them in a pack for $1. They are 11 inches by 14 inches. And you are then going to take your pattern pieces and trace over these guys. All right? And then you're going to cut this out. So what I mean by this, because this is going to, you get a little more thickness. So when you're using your rotary cutter or whatnot, you have a nice little edge to run against. And it's not as thick as acrylic, obviously, but it is better than trying to run it on paper, okay? So this is what you want to keep stored. So what I mean by stored is I use these clear, they're dry erase kind of pouches. So you can put, kids put assignments in here like math problems or something, and they can use dry erase, do their math, and they can always erase it, but they're not marking up their assignment or whatnot. However that works, I don't know. But so what I do is I keep the pattern, or I keep the instructions in the front. I only pretty much print color for the main page. The rest of it black and white. I don't want to waste my color ink. If there's really technical instructions where you need to see the 2 different contrasting, instructions with the layers and how they're lined up, I'll print maybe that part in color, but definitely everything else black and white. Some of these bag designers have really cool instructions where they got color borders and colored shadow boxes and tips and tricks and different colors. It's a waste of ink, you don't need all those colors, but it is what it is. You guys do what you want. If you only got a black and white printer, only print in black and white. That's what I did for a long time. Anyway, so we're back to this. You're going to trace these out on these plastic cutting mats. All right? And what you're going to end up with is these guys. So now you have your same patterns, but now on a thicker, more durable sheet. Some pieces aren't big enough, so I had to add pieces and tape it, but it works, y'all. It works. These pieces are gonna last for a long time, okay? Eventually, you're gonna start nicking them, and with your rotary cutter because you're not paying attention or you're trying to rush through it or whatever. But yeah, so you're gonna go to that. And the only piece out of this pattern that doesn't fit, and I could have made it foldable, and who knows, I may still do it, is the inner liner piece. This big old guy here. I could cut it down the center, tape it, and I could fold it, but whatever, it just hangs out in the back side of the pouch. And so now I have my, all right, that was a sample bag. We'll just put it back in the original pouch. So here we go. So now I have also backstop design with a Sunshine crossbody. Comes with these little tabs, which is cool. That way you can clip all these pieces to all the pieces you cut out. So you're always going to keep your originals. That's why we tape them up. We want to keep them nice, firm. And these all fit right in here. Just like so. So we got our originals from the pattern that we printed and like self-laminated. And now we have our traced patterns on these thicker cutting sheets, clear, so you can fussy cut, like literally go over your fabric, find exactly where you want your piece to be, and cut. These things are amazing. You know, yeah, you could buy acrylic ones online, you could buy a pattern, but they're like, I don't know, 80 bucks. Listen, you get 2 sheets for $1. I think this whole bag maybe cost me $2.50. I think I might have used 5 sheets to cut this out. So $2.50 in this. And again, we're just gonna stick this in the back side like that. So there's no cutting on the fold, there's nothing like that. Everything's one solid piece. You can fussy cut. Then of course, your original printed out instructions, if that's how you like to do it. Boom, right in front. There you go. You guys have your bag in a bag, ready to go. And you just file them accordingly. Like I said, this piece was a little too big for this bag, so it kind of just hangs out like behind it or in front of it. You know, I might cut it in half, I might not, I don't know. But it's been working for me for right now. That's how we do it. But again, I mean, you can color code them by the designer, like, you know, however you want to. Say you want bag stock designs to be, well, we can't do that now, but, you know, say, well, if you wanted all your bag stock designs to be yellow or blue, just color code them. They come in like 4 colors. You got green, yellow, blue, and red. So you can do 4 designers if you were color coding the system. But I mean, that's how I keep them. I can see them, they're filed, I can do whatever I want with them, and that's that. So they're all situated, we're good. Just tuck them away, come back to them for another day. And of course, I'll put the links below. Okay, y'all, that was it. Super fast, nothing crazy. These patterns will last for a long time. Like how they're sealed, how they're laminated with the tape. If you want to laminate them, like I said, you just might waste a little. That laminating stuff's not cheap at all. So the double-sided tape works for me. But yeah, like I said, man, just where's it at? Did I lose it? Oh, here we go. You got your chopping boards from the Dollar Tree. Literally 2 of them for $1. That's 50 cents a piece, y'all. I don't think that pattern took 5 of these. 5 sheets, so 2.5 of these. So $2.50. And then these were $1 a piece to store them in. So we're at $3.50 and some tape. I don't know. What do you want to call that? 50 cents? I don't know. So $4, some paper, some ink. We'll just call it $5. We'll just call it $5 plus your time. But yeah, I mean, or you can go drop 80 bucks, 100 bucks, whatever. I know if you get fussy cut acrylic, it's a lot more. So I don't know if if you just get the pattern acrylic, maybe it just comes in like a solid white or color, I don't know. And the fussy obviously is going to be clear, so you pay more for that. I don't know. I've never ordered that stuff. I'm not knocking these guys at all for their business. It's probably amazing, and I'm sure those acrylic things last forever. I know my luck with my kids, my acrylic rulers don't last a month. They're, as soon as they hit the floor, busted corners, busted. Listen, y'all, like, I'm a baller on a budget. This is how I roll right here. It works for me, y'all. Like, I got kids. My 4-year-old, man, he's into everything. He breaks everything. I'm on 3 TVs since COVID happened. So with 3 TVs in a year, there's stuff. Yeah, so this is definitely very inexpensive, cost effective, especially if you're just starting out. I mean, I know I just started 6 months ago, 7 months ago, and I went in 100%. And yeah, I'm in it to win it for sure. But little stuff like this just makes you feel better about when you're spending money on materials or industrial sewing machines and, you know, embroidery machines. And like, there's some big purchases that will be being made in your progression into bag making or whatever you plan on doing. You know, it's just you're gonna have to invest in yourself. Like, that's what you do. It's your business. You got to invest in it, and that's just how it is. You know, if you've never been a business owner, it can be a tough ride. You're like, whoa, there's a lot of money. There's a lot of this. There's a lot of that. It's like, it's sacrifice, y'all. Like, straight up. Like, you got to be committed, you know, and stay positive, stay focused, stay driven. Don't let your neighbors be like, I don't know. You sure you want to do that? Don't let that block that out, y'all. Listen, man, live life, do your thing. If you're passionate about something, you have the drive and the will. Hit it head on, 100%. Don't hold back, man. Don't half-ass. Don't give it 70%. Don't do it, because it's not. You'll probably fail if you only give if you're only doing 70%, you'll probably fail. So hit it 100%, go all in, get in these Facebook groups, get in these positive groups, y'all. Like, these creative groups. Like, listen, man, these folks ain't negative. Like, they're in the same boat you're in, you know? Yeah, some of them might be retired, some of them might do this for a hobby. A lot of them are in it to try to make money, okay? So don't be scared to ask questions. Don't be scared to just talk, converse with people, like, get educated, get knowledge. You know, there's some smart people in these groups that have been doing this for years, like 30 years. I've met people in their 60s that have been sewing since they were 4. All right, I just started sewing at 40 years old. Look at this guy. Well, I just turned 41 like 2 weeks ago. But yeah, like, who would have thought? You know, I've been in photography and videography for 10 years, and that was my thing. And now I'm making bags, yo. That's it, man. I love it. I got to be very creative as a photographer, but this stuff has got me hooked right here. Like, you can get silly with it for real. So be careful about that hole too. Like, you can start buying some stuff. But yeah, so let's all right, we're gonna end this because I'll talk all night. This is supposed to be a short tutorial. Not tutorial either, just a little kind of method to cutting, storing, preserving, so you're not doing everything all over again every time you want to, like, make a bag. Like, just have it set, ready to go. Like, let's do it, you know. And so yeah, I mean, I appreciate your love. I appreciate you if you watch this video this far. Please, if you haven't already, like, subscribe, hit that bell if you want to, smash it, boom, share it with your friends, tell them, you know, listen, we're doing it right here. This is the channel. This is gonna be the channel right here, the future, right here, the future. I don't know about the future, but It's gonna be fun. At least you'll leave my videos probably smiling, feeling better about yourself. If you weren't feeling good about yourself already, you know, like, hey, I get it, man. Everybody's going through something. Like, I go through it every day. Single dad, 2 kids, old parents, disabled parents. I gotta take care of them. Like, I gotta work from home. Like, that's the only schedule I could do is work from home. Like, there's no way I can have a 9 to 5. No way. I'm like on call 24/7. With the kids' schedules, 2 different schools, 2 different drop-off times, 2 different pickup times. The parents, they're listen. This has to work. Like, this has to work, y'all. So we're doing it. We're grinding. We're hitting 110. Let's go. Let's roll. Let's get it. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys' support. If you need to ask any questions, whatnot, if I don't know the answers, I will find you the answers. I promise you that. I will put links. I know for sure these are dollar store, $1 a piece, but I know Amazon sells them too in like packs of like 50 for I think like $30. So it's cheaper to buy these on Amazon than the dollar store. As far as the cutting mats, I'm not sure yet. 2 for $1 or two pack for $1 at the dollar store. I will look for these and see if I can't find something on Amazon comparable and post a link in the description. So if not, definitely dollar store. They're there. If other bag makers aren't hoarding them. I'm guilty. Hey, hold on. Stay positive. Stay motivated. Keep motivating. Good night.